Morning, students. So let us start our class. Yes. So yesterday we have started about progressive views. No. Yes. What are progressive views? No. Progressive views. The waves which will proceed in forward direction. They which will travel in forward direction are called as progressive views. Correct. Yes. See, if during a propagation of a progressive wave, the particle of a medium perform SHM about their mean position. You know this point. I told you yesterday only. So when a wave is traveling like this, when a progressive wave is traveling in forward direction like this, it appears to be traveling like this because the particles of this medium, they are vibrating about their mean position. Like this, they are vibrating up and down, up and down. So wave appears to be traveling. Okay. Yeah. Second point, you see, suppose a plain simple harmonic wave travels from origin. From the origin, a plain simple harmonic wave is traveling along the positive x direction from left to right. How we will represent that one mathematically? We will represent y is equal to a sine omega t. Because imagine the particle which is at the origin, it is performing SHM. So that particle displacement as a function of time, we can write like this because it is performing SHM. Okay. Now, not only this particle which is at the origin is performing, each and every particle is performing oscillation. Okay. Now, due to this, let us suppose the wave is traveling in forward direction with a velocity v. Velocity of a wave is v. Okay. Now, let us discuss about the particle which is at one particular distance. Let us suppose that you suppose that a particle is there at a distance of x here from here. From here at a distance of x, one particle is there. Where yes, this particle is there. Okay. Now this particle is what it is doing. This particle is also performing SHM. This particle also performing SHM. Okay. And this particle distance how much, Dana? X distance. Okay. Now whatever this particle which is in red color I have marked, this particle is performing SHM. That SHM, the particle which is at the origin, already it has performed. At what time? How much time it will take for a pulse to travel through this distance x? Time it will take will be nothing but x by v. Are you getting? So for this pulse, whatever this particle which is at the origin is creating one pulse due to its SHM, this pulse has to travel in forward direction. For that, how much time it will take? It will take a time of x by v. Okay. Now it is performing SHM. Clear? This particle SHM, let us suppose y is equal to a sin omega t. Now this SHM, already this particle has performed. When? At a time of t minus x by v, already this SHM was performed by the particle which is at the origin. Means the particle which is at the origin, SHM as a function of what time and displacement can be given like this. Y is equal to a sine omega t minus x by v. This is the time. At this time, it is performing SHM. Clear? Are you getting, students? Yes. Means this equation, that is y is equal to a sine omega t minus x by v. This equation represents a traveling wave, a progressive wave, we can say. Here, A means amplitude. Nana. A means what? Nana? Amplitude. Amplitude means maximum displacement from mean position. Y is displacement from mean position. Omega is angular frequency. Angular frequency. Okay. T is time. X is this X. Yes. X is the position of particle, and v is the velocity of a wave. This v is velocity of wave. Okay, na? Clear? A progressive wave we can represent like this: y is equal to a sin omega t minus x by v. I think so you understand this point. Y is equal to a sin omega t minus x by v. Clear? Yeah. See this point. Y is equal to a sin omega t minus x by v. No? Yeah. See this one we can modify it like this. Y is equal to a sin, send omega inside, you will get omega t minus omega x by v. Correct? We know one point, that v is equal to omega by k. Very important derivation I said. Then what will be k, Nana? K will be omega by v. Yes, this value substitute here. You will get y is equal to a sin omega t minus omega by v is k, kx. Yes, this you need to by heart this equation. Whenever you want to write a progressive wave, you need to write this equation. Remember this, very important. Y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Yes, here it is. Y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx, because k value is omega by k. Yes, here I have written. Okay, students, clear? Okay, na? Yes. Now, see, generally we can write this equation: y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. We can write this as plus or minus, Nana. I'll explain you what is plus or minus. And if it is having some initial phase, then we can write phi also, if it is having some initial phase. Okay, yeah. See here, y as a function of x and time can be written as a sin omega t plus or minus kx plus phi, or phi naught you can say. Okay, now what is y? Y is displacement. What is small a? Amplitude. Okay, now here see, omega t plus or minus kx plus phi naught. This total thing is nothing but oscillating term, and this is phase. This total term, it is called as phase, Nana. Okay. Okay, na? And here omega is angular frequency, k is a propagation constant, wave number. K is nothing but 2 pi by lambda, I told you. Okay, wave number. And x is the position. Phi naught is the initial phase. What is phi naught, Nana? Initial phase. Okay, na? Clear, students? Yes. Very important equation, Nana. Now here, let us discuss some points. See, if you are having omega t minus kx, that indicates, means if sine of omega and k is opposite, plus and minus, it can be kx minus omega t also, Nana. Okay, it can be. Okay, Nana. So if the sine of omega and k is opposite, then that wave is traveling along positive x-axis. If sine of omega and k are same, both are plus plus, then that equation represents a traveling wave traveling along negative x-axis. You need to remember this point. It is there written in these notes. I will explain you. Okay, clear? Now, this equation we can write in different forms. Let us imagine initial phase phi naught is 0, not there. Then we can write y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx, which is traveling along positive x-axis, let us suppose. Now, how can we write this equation? See, y is equal to a sin omega t minus k means what, Anna? I told you 2 pi by lambda, no? Yes, 2 pi by lambda into x we can write. Okay, na? Yes. And what is omega, Nana? See, this equation can be written like this. Still, we can write this one. Y is equal to a sine. What is omega? Omega means nothing but 2 pi by t. Correct? Yes, you know this one. T is equal to 2 pi by omega. You know t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Correct? Yes. Then omega is 2 pi by t. Yes. 2 pi by t into small t minus 2 pi by lambda into x. Can we write? Yes. That means you take 2 pi common. What you will get? T by capital T minus x by lambda. Yes, we can write like this also. These are different forms of progressive use now. Still, from this equation, y is equal to a sine 2 pi by t also take common. If t is going that side, you'll get small t here. Here, capital T x by lambda you'll get. Correct? Or no? Take t also common or t send inside. You'll get again same this equation. Okay, students? Clear? Okay. Yes. Now, still this equation we can write. How we can write? See, we can write y is equal to a sine 2 pi by t. Yes, it is 2 pi. Two pi by t into small t minus x by lambda. Is t is there? No. This t. How can we write? We can write 1 divided by t. Can we write? Yes, we can write. Correct. Again, this will go to numerator. It will become t. Means it will become y is equal to a sine 2 pi by capital T into small t minus x divided by lambda into what is 1 by t? Nothing but f. You know? Yes. T is equal to 1 by f. Then f is equal to 1 by t. Yes. Still, this equation we can write like this also. This equation still we can write like this. Y is equal to a sine 2 pi by t into t minus x by what is lambda into f is nothing but v. Do you know? Yes, v is equal to f lambda, no? Yes. So we can write this. This is also another format. Is it clear, students? Yes, I think so. Down it will be there. Yeah. Let's see here. Here it is. The format which I have shown. Here it is. A sine 2 pi by t into t minus x by v. I said no. Yes, 2 pi by t is omega. Take this equation. Y is equal to a sine 2 pi into small t by capital T minus x by lambda, no? Yes. See, how can we write that one? Y is equal to a sine these are all for objective points. Now you need to remember these all formulas. You need to remember. Our best formula that one you need to remember is this one. By heart this equation. Remaining all by itself it will come. Okay. 2 pi by lambda, let us take common. You will get t lambda by capital T minus x. Correct? Yeah. So y is equal to a sine 2 pi by lambda into t. What is lambda by t? Is nothing but v minus x. Yes, this equation. Okay, na? Clear? Yes, these are the different forms of traveling wave equations. Okay. Yes. Now on this, you may get some questions. I'll show you that questions. The type of questions I'll show you. Sometimes you will get in object subjective also, you will get some questions, na? What 2 mark questions you may get. Okay. So I am trying to show you. Just to open first. 33 students are there. They're not opening. Yes. See, a progressive wave. What I said? I said a progressive wave is a progressive wave is nothing but y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. It is in this form, no? Okay. Now, see, I'll give you one question. You try to answer it. A progressive wave is y is equal to 5 sine 10t minus something 4x. Like this, they'll give one equation. Then they will ask, what is amplitude, angular velocity, wave number, okay, and velocity of a wave. You need to find these all things. They will ask you this type of questions in objective and subjective also. Amplitude, how much done directly? 5. Let us imagine it is in meters, so 5 meters. Okay. Here, see, this is in the form of like this. From this, we can say omega is 10 radian per second. Okay. And what is K value, Nana? 4 radian per meter, we can say. Okay. Radian per meter. Okay. Now, what is velocity of a wave? Yes, this is important. Omega by K, correct? Yes. Omega value what? 10. K value what? 4. Means how much? 2.5 meter per second. This will be the answer. Like this, sometimes you will get questions, Nana. And whether it is traveling towards positive x-axis or negative x-axis. Negative sign is there between these two. Means it is traveling towards positive x-axis. Like this we can say. Okay. Na? Now, coming to one more point, that is particle velocity. Particle velocity. Yes. What is particle velocity? Particle velocity is nothing but it is the velocity of a particle which is performing SHM in a progressive wave. Means, see, let us imagine this is a progressive wave. Imagine this is a progressive wave. It is traveling like this. With what velocity it is traveling? It is traveling with a velocity v. That is called as wave velocity. This we call it as wave velocity. But particles of this, they are vibrating like this. They are not moving forward. The particles of this wave are not moving forward. They are just vibrating about their mean position. With what velocity they are vibrating? That we can get like this. See, we know y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. Okay. What is y here? Y is displacement of a particle. If you want velocity of a particle, what you will get? You take the differentiation of displacement of a particle. Then you will get velocity. Correct? Yes. Means velocity of a particle is nothing but d by dt of a sine omega t minus kx. Yes. If you differentiate this equation, you will get velocity of a particle. Okay. So velocity of a particle is nothing but a amplitude always constant. Now you are having d by dt of sine theta something. D by dt of sine theta is what? Cos theta. I am writing cos theta. Theta value what? Omega t minus kx. Now you are having omega t minus kx as a function now again. It is variable. Means we need to differentiate omega t minus kx also again. Okay? Clear? Means into d by dt of omega t minus kx we should do. Clear, students? Okay. Now, if you do this, you will get velocity of a particle is equal to a cos omega t minus kx into this one. D by dt of omega t. Omega is constant. It will come out. D by dt of t is 1 minus this. Everything will be constant. Because I am talking about one particular particle. K value constant, x value also constant for a particular particle, for one particular position. So you will get this as a velocity of a particle. Yes, see here it is written. A omega cos omega t minus kx. So velocity of a particle, velocity of a wave, both are different terms, Nana. Did you understand this derivation, what I have written here, students? I hope you understood this one. Any doubt in this? See derivations once. I'm waiting for your response. Velocity of a particle is different. Velocity of a wave is different. Ronnie, clear. Okay. Velocity of a wave. Sorry. No. Velocity of a wave is nothing but V is nothing but omega by K, or it is F lambda. Okay. But velocity of particle is Vp is equal to A omega cos omega t minus kx. Okay. These are different terms. Okay. Yes. Clear? Yes. Now, what is the maximum velocity of a particle? Maximum velocity of particle what, Nana? Vp maximum. How much it is? See, we know cos range is -1 to 1. Okay, means +1. This total will become +1, means it will be A omega. A omega is the maximum velocity of any particle. Okay, na? Clear, students? Any doubt in this? I hope everything is clear for you. A omega. This. Okay. Now, one important point. Yes. This point you see. Very important point for your objective point of view. JEE students need to be very careful about this point. Ronnie is asking about portion for the exam. Students, I'll give you some important questions. Just read them. No specific portion, means total syllabus. I'll give you few important questions for 35 marks. Just read them. From that questions only, I'll give you exam. I'll take exam. From that given questions only, I'll take exam. Okay. Still anything doubt is there about that exam? Still time is there for that exam. I'll select some important chapter questions and I'll write and paper and I'll send, or otherwise I'll type, I'll send. Okay, just read that all the questions. Okay, I'll take exam from that questions. Clear? Yes. No need, no need, no need to read. I'll take one class, because in class all students are not joining. No, so I'll write and I'll send. Okay. Means by writing, you will take a lot of time. It will take in class, if to explain means it will take a lot of time. You can't write fast. I'll write in paper and I'll send PDF copy. Read all that questions. Finished. Okay. Yeah. Coming to this point, time is not there. Don't disturb the class. Yeah. See, yeah, I'll take a white sheet and I'll explain. We know y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. Correct? Yes. Now, take differentiation with respect to time. D by dt of y. What you will get, Nana? You will get a cos omega t minus kx. And because it is having a function of omega and we are differentiation with respect to time, you will get omega again. Means what you are getting is a omega cos omega t minus kx. This is what you are getting. Now you take dy by dx. Take differentiation with respect to x. What you will get? A again constant. D by dt of sine is nothing but cos omega t minus kx into, again function we have to differentiate. Now omega and t are constant. Differentiation of constant is 0. But here x is there. We are differentiating with respect to x. Means you will get minus k as a common factor. So you will get minus a k cos omega t minus kx. Okay. This dy by dx, we call it as slope. No, no. What we call this is slope. We call means if you take any graph, dy by dx is nothing but slope. Dy by dt is nothing but rate. Dy by dt is what? Velocity of a particle. Dy by dx is nothing but slope. Slope of a wave. Okay. Now you take a velocity of a particle divided by slope. Differentiate these two, means divide these two. Velocity of a particle what na? A omega cos omega t minus kx. Whereas slope of a particle is what na? Minus a k cos omega t minus kx. Correct? A cancel. Cos omega t kx, cos omega t minus kx cancel. What you got? You got velocity of a particle divided by slope is equal to minus omega by k. What is omega by k? You know, velocity of a wave. Okay, yes. This formula is very important. Velocity of a particle is equal to minus times velocity of a wave into slope. Very important point. Means whether the particle is moving up or down, we can find by using this equation. You need to remember this equation. By heart this equation. This is velocity of a wave. This is the slope, whether it is positive or negative. This is velocity of a particle. Okay. Yeah. Coming to this point, see here. velocity of a particle is negative times of velocity of a particle is where it is, yeah, velocity of a particle is minus times of velocity of a wave into slope of wave at that point. Very, 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 very important point. You need to remember this point. You may get some object questions on this topic, Hannah. Just remember this point. Okay. Now see this 6th point. If the sign between t and x terms is negative, this t and x terms are negative, then the wave is propagating along positive x-axis. And if the sign is positive, then wave is traveling along negative x-axis. If the sign between omega t and kx is negative, then the wave is traveling along positive x-axis. If the sign between omega t and kx is positive, both are same fine, then the wave is representing traveling along negative x-axis. You need to remember this point also. Okay, and omega t minus kx is called as phase. Omega t minus kx, we call it as phase of a particle. Okay, next important point is there is some difference between phase and path. Let us suppose there are two equations are there. One equation is y1 is equal to a sine omega t minus kx1, one particle SHM. Another particle SHM is a sine omega t minus kx2, we can say. Okay, this is second particle SHM. Now, due to the difference in the position of the particle, their phase is different. Means first particle phase is phi1, that is omega t minus kx1. Second particle phase is phi2, is omega t minus kx2. Now, what is the phase difference? How much? Phase difference how much, Nana? We can say phi1 minus phi2. Correct? Phi1 value what, Nana? Omega t minus kx1 minus phi2 value omega t minus kx2. Means what you will get? Delta phi you will get omega t minus kx1 minus omega t plus kx2. Plus omega t minus omega t cancel. You will get delta phi. Phase difference you will get minus kx2 plus k. Sorry, this is x1, no? This is x1, no? Yes. Minus kx1 plus kx2. Now, delta phi can be written as k times of x2 minus x1. Correct? Yes. So, delta phi is equal to, what is k, Nana? K is nothing but 2 pi by lambda into delta x. This is called as delta x. Very, very, very important result. You need to remember this result for solving objective points. Relation between phase difference and path difference is delta phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda into distance between the two particles. There is nothing but delta x. Yes, this formula. Remember this point, Nana. Important. Clear? Okay. Next, another point. Let us see. Relation between phase difference and time difference. Imagine two wave equations. Y1 is equal to a sine omega t1 minus kx1. Kx. One particular particle only I am talking about. Now at different times. Another displacement at different time is a sine omega t2 minus kx. One particular location I am talking about at different time. Now their phases are phi1 is equal to omega t1 minus kx. Second phase is omega t2 minus kx. Now phase difference how much? Delta phi is nothing but phi2 minus phi1. Phi2 value is omega t2 minus kx minus phi1 value is omega t1 minus kx. Yes, you will get delta phi is equal to omega t2 minus kx minus omega t1 plus kx. Plus kx minus kx cancel now. You will get delta phi as omega t2 minus omega t1. Now, can we take omega common? Yes. You will get omega into t2 minus t1. Okay. Delta phi is nothing but Omega means how can we write, Nana? We can write 2 pi by t. Correct. Delta t. This is delta t. Yes, this is the relation. Yes, see here. Phase difference is equal to 2 pi by t into time difference. These two equations, delta phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda into delta x, and delta phi is equal to 2 pi by t into delta t. These two equations, just by heart these equations. Very important. Okay, students? Okay, na? Yeah, important points. You need to remember these 2 points. And next 3 derivations are there, na? With the 3 derivations, this chapter will finish. Okay, and tomorrow we will continue. Okay, bye.